Today I want to address the issue of selfishness. There's a lot of misperception out there about selfishness. Look at society. Society, to me, it shows us and forces us and conditions us and shapes and hones us into a self-focused being. But on a surface level, there's a lot of ways to be selfish that are ineffective, that don't lead to greater connection, that don't serve the world, right? But there's a lot of ways that do. And the process of focusing in, honing in, exploring and practicing and studying and reflecting and asking for advice and asking for reflections, that's what's going to help you decipher the relationship with selfishness that is helpful and healthful versus something that's distracting, surface, and alienating for you and other people. For me, I think that when it comes down to it, the relationship with self is the key. It's the work. That is the work of our lives, and that's the work in the world that needs to be done right now. That's why we're suffering, because we are boxed in and have been bought in to a system and a society and a way of conditioning that limits access to the self. In a sense, and you may have heard this before, there's a quote out there that says that loving yourself is a revolutionary act. To be self-caring and self-loving is a revolutionary act, because in the process of loving yourself and caring for yourself, you build coherency in your field, in your body, in your process, in your awareness, in your connection and relationship with things, people, and the world. You start to wake up to the truth, or closer to the truth, of the journey, of the essence of why you're here in this body in this time. And we'll call them they could be government, they could be people, they could be institutions, they could be teachers, they could be family, they could be friends, they could be society and community, they could be your enemies. They want you to care about them more than you do about yourself. They want you to buy into their story more than they want you to entertain and explore your own. And I think one of the best health practices in the world is pulling that energy back from all those people and things that say, invest yourself and time and energy here. And start to invest your time and energy into those people and sources and connections and opportunities that help you invest here, that help you feel into this, that help you build coherency in your body, in your mind, in your spirit, in your emotions. So the point of this video is really just to say, the work with yourself, the relationship with yourself, is the most important thing you can focus on. I'm here to give you credit for the time in which you spend doing that, and I'm here to give you appreciation and gratitude for being willing to go against the grain and focus on yourself, your life, your heart, your desire, your passion, your juice, your flow, your excitement, your relationship with your life, your relationship with the inner knowing that you have is key. And building continuity and connection with yourself in that process is the most important thing to me. So ultimately, when I work with people, that's all I do, is help them to reconnect with themselves. There's a million techniques, but they're all leading back to rebuilding, establishing, and practicing connection with ourselves. Embrace selfishness. And the more that we do that, in the same way that the educational process goes, the rudimentary steps of being selfish start to flow, so that what started out as you needing a lot of time to yourself, you needing a lot of care for yourself, you needing to honor what you need, feel, think, want, it becomes organic. And you no longer need to hold on to those rigid structures that you needed to in the beginning. Then you can start to access selfishness through other people. Selfishness in relationship with nature. Selfishness in relationship with spirit, selfishness in relationship to the emotional play that's happening in yourself in relationship to and with other people. All these things become much more fluid as time goes on, and our opportunities grow and our opportunities expand. And I'm excited to encourage everyone out there to attend to yourself more. Attend to your relationship with yourself and your connection with yourself. Then what you're able to offer other people will be so much more valuable, so much more real, so much more potent. Think about the people in your life, whether they be therapists or friends or family members or it could be anyone. Think about those moments that are really valuable in your life. And can you sense that it's really their presence that makes it so meaningful? It's not necessarily what they said. It's not necessarily what they do or did. It's about their presence that really made that moment significant for you. It was a turning point for you because of how much presence someone was able to bring and hold with you in a space. Now that's a measure of a true mentor, is how much space they can hold, how much intelligence and compassion and coherence they can bring to the moment. Part of the exploration is looking into, where am I going through the motions? And where am I actually cultivating, digging into myself and cultivating fertile ground? It's an amazing question to ask yourself on a regular basis. And I think the more we do that, the more we can be in a state of gratitude, the more we can be in a state of presence, the more we can build the potential to heal ourselves and heal other people, and the more we can be happy. When this relationship is remembered and practiced and honored and revered in your life, and the relationship is in a coherent field, then we move into a place of deep happiness, because we're no longer engaged in a process of running from ourselves or from the world or from other people. In clearing up the relationship with myself, I start to see how much better I can orient to the present moment. The more aware I am of myself, to the moment, to my thoughts, to my beliefs, the more I can be awake. Allow yourself the opportunity and the joy to do that. To recognize that you know best. Your body knows best. Your mind knows best. Your nervous system knows best. Your spirit knows best. The more that you listen and learn to honor and respect and hear the reflection of that relationship with yourself, the healthier you'll be, the happier you'll be, and the more you're going to be able to serve people in the world. I encourage you to feel into that and think about that. See where you're investing your time and energy, and see if you can start to invest more in yourself, and through that process start to add value to people around you in a new way, in a more potent way, in a more loving way. Always a pleasure. Thank you so much for sitting in with me for a minute. I appreciate you, and I wish you all the best. I wish you complete coherence and self-love in your life, and I wish that spreads out to all the people that you know and you interact with in more and more positive ways all the time. To the best of your ability, much love.